So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter.
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pirlo. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Drogba. Now this could be a chance. Bale. Bale got a long way forward to join the attack. Olise is onto this. Cruyff.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Lahm. Spread to the right. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance. Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. Oh, he's on his own. Pele! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Pele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Still goalless at the moment. Lahm.
Inter definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. James tries to play it through. Driven in. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's heaved it away. And he can thump it away. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they've got rid. No way through there. Beckenbauer threads one in. Beckham finding himself in space. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. And this is Cruyff. James. And here's Beckham. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Drogba. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Here's Vieira. Tries to pass it through. It's Drogba! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well read, nice interception. And that has been cut short. Cruyff! Cruyff! And he couldn't finish.
Cruyff deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Beckham, and he's been shifted off it. Messi looking to be a menace in the final third. He's got away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Deftly away. Thailand have reclaimed it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Beckham has it in a wide position. Beckham. It'll be a throw-in. Good steal, he just read it. And this is Pele, looking to play him in. Great vision. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Thailand finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again.
Thailand can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Beckham. James, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, just skips past his man. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nesta clears it away. Roberto Carlos. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Beckham. And it's with the keeper. Some resolute defending there. Looking for options for movement. Olise looking to receive it in space. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Roberto Carlos.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Beckenbauer. It's a searching pass. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Could move up a gear here. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for a runner. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
James can clear it away. And this is Pele. That is a brilliant interception.
Thailand really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Impressive jump! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 11.
And he was quick to react. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? This interception, his positioning was spot on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's chosen to go back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's James. Thailand are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Suarez is onto it in a flash. Now that looks a decent ball.
Pretty robust defending.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Figo. Oh, that's fabulous. James in acres of space out wide. A header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Figo. He is through here. He's shifting through the... He's rising! Pele. That's been intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's going wide left. And that was asking for too much. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. James. He's picked his way through. James, towering header! And it's been hooked away. Bale proves just a little bit too strong.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! Volleyed effort.
Kohler really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
James. Looking for the run.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
James has the space to scheme. Oh, great leap! It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Solar, cross it. Oh, good glide! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move, and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Pele thinks one through. Vieira calmly anticipates. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, quality ball. And here's Cruyff.
That's good play from him.
Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to gift it back. Thailand leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Thailand are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Pele plays it short. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And now a sudden chance to counter. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Oh, really well played.
He has found the way through. Rivaldo. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Thailand are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Rivaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely. And he's gone backward here. It's Roberto Carlos! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rivaldo. Thuram wins the duel this time. Roberto Carlos. Pele. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pass is just off target. Thailand have reclaimed it. Rivaldo. And it's Cruyff. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Zola. Messi. Zola. It's played through for him.
There will be 1 minute.
Always goal side. Oh. Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Thailand marching seemingly on towards victory. 3-0 at the break. That gets us going once more. And it's Rivaldo. That is good alertness. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And a header! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. And he's there to retrieve it. And Zola! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Chance, surely! And a neat finish! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United may be down, but not out just... Oh, good effort! And it's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Thailand visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! He's got a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Thailand are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's a throw-in. Zola. Zola going forward. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's fabulous. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's a shade optimistic. Ferdinand clears without hesitation.
Substitution for Thailand, number 17, Messi, number 25, Soda, number 11...
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 6, Ferdinand, coming on the field, number 13...
Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Number 5...
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Makaleli. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Hazard. No luck with that dink over the top. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there. Towering header! Oh, off the bar! Oh, almost a sixth! Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Vieira. And it's Del Piero. Stood up well to him there. And that interception was most necessary.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bruno Fernandes. Pepe makes the interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, good spread. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Rummenigge! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Thailand are at the peak of their powers. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and
with
simple.
That, the end. Thailand looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Luis Suarez, a huge performance, answering the call.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Well, Roy Mackay will be key here, Peter. He'll be leading the line, operating as the target man. We all know how good he is in the air and how good he is when the area is crowded.
One of the very best in the business, isn't he?
And his numbers certainly say so. So many of his goals coming on the break, of course. And I think this team will be set up to counter-attack to suit his style.
Varane gets across to intercept that. Played in with purpose. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a Rummenigge! Oh, it's hit the post. That's going to go a long way. Juve. And now the breakaway. Messi. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and
the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thailand with the corner, they're first. Rummenigge flashes it across. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super ball! Alexander-Arnold. Neither side yet able to find the net. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi looking to receive it in space. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. That looks a good ball through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Alexander-Arnold. Thailand
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Thailand are looking to go forward now. And this is Pelé! Messi. Now Fiore. And it's Serginho. Messi. Messi. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Vardiol. Messi. Ambitious ball here. That's a shade optimistic. And it's Messi. Pirlo. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Vardiol. Van Dijk. Now Fiore. Juve. Gerrard. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mackay. Passing nice and neat. That's Gerrard. Nice sequence of passes, this. Juve! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Arsenal have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Cruyff. Serginho. And here's Mackay. Messi. Vardiol. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Thailand are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Pele. Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold. Fiore. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Serginho. Varane deals with that comfortably.
Added time.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Cruyff. And this is Pele. That ball looks a good one. Takes a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Down to business again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Thailand couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Fiore. And claimed it back swiftly. Rummenigge. Vardiol. Juve going about things with real menace. Messi. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Benatia. That is ended up in no man's land. Vardiol. Fiore. Fiore. Always onto this. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Gerrard. Oh, played through for the wide man. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's made its way to him. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Gerrard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rafael Varane. Cruyff. And here's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Roberto Carlos. Played into space. Rummenigge. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Alexander-Arnold. This looks promising. Decent chance! It's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution for Thailand, number 15.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number
Arsenal
17,
are in front now, the game's only goal.
Number 11,
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
coming on the field.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Number 10, Suarez.
Now it's Pele,
Number 25,
shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins
number
out.
24, Makalele.
Just a quarter of an hour to
Number
play.
9,
And he cuts out the supply.
Substitutions taking
I
place.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Knocks it into space. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fiore, nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. Duke showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi thinks about the shot. Chance! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's found a way through. Thuram can clear it away. Zola. Now it's Pele. Suarez in acres of space out wide. And he's there to belt it away. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
2 added minutes
Real
have been
chance!
indicated.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Some resolute defending there. Long ball looking to counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Hazard. And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Thailand.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. They're up and running then.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Pirlo. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Lam. Maldini gives no quarter whatsoever. Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's Nedved. The Rossi gets a foot in here. Applies the finish! Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cruyff. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Makelele cuts out the pass. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot's on here. He's in one-on-one. And that was very necessary. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pelé. Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Knocks it into space. Cruyff. Cruyff's cross. Van der Sar claims it. Safe hands. Messi. In with the challenge. And this is Del Piero. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Nedved. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Del Piero. Thailand yet to have an attempt on goal. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ferdinand makes the interception. Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That's a cute ball. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Ferdinand. Pelé chasing after it. And it's Azar. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. In it comes. Thuram getting this one clear. Pelé. Luis Suarez. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. And the counter is on. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Luis Suarez, Messi. A corner it is then.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tries to get it clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Luis Suarez, Messi. Here comes chance! Superb goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Thailand are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, it's
Ibrahimovic! That's a sharp pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Thailand up by one goal at the halfway point.
Please report to the staff room
Yeah, on the
immediately.
face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Thailand are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Thailand definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Luis Suarez. Azar. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Del Piero! Well taken goal. Manchester United are back on level terms.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Messi, looking for a runner. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Nicely aimed pass. Lahm cuts it out. Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Messi gets on his bike and on the move.
Thailand really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
The attendance for
Messi,
this
a
match
player
was
so deservedly decorated with
71,150.
praise and glory. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nice-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Luis Suarez.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That has not gone well.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11. Johan
Roberto
Cruyff.
Carlos.
Number 21.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Coming on the field.
And he's whipped.
Number
Oh, good
23,
climb!
Eto'o. Number
Harmlessly
20,
behind.
Owen. Substitution in progress.
It's a good foot in there. Ibrahimovic.
No, that was never going to make it. Now he's off and running. Maldini.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rafael Varane. 75 minutes played. That pass has been well intercepted. Del Piero wants to run onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's found a way past. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Eto'o.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Now it's Platini. And here's Suarez. And he is deftly away.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Now it's Eto'o. Del Piero. And Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
All hands on deck for this one. The end, time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either.